We're back at it again with another Salvaje Speaks, and I want to talk about the number one thing that people don't talk to you about when it comes down to mental health. I want to make this video because I still remember the day like it was yesterday. It was, it was somewhere around 2015, and I make a video on how to completely crush depression. It was a Salvaje Speaks. And the reason why I made this video is because I was just so fed up on people talking about their mental health and just being a straight up victim of their circumstances. These people were going on YouTube talking about mental health day, and they thought, hey, listen, it's mental health day. Let me just go on YouTube and become a victim of my circumstances. Let me just tell people how bad my depression is, how bad my anxiety is. And let me just tell people how I'm just going to complain about this and I'm not going to do anything about it. See, that's why I want to make this video, because I want to tell you in this video, you know what? You're a fucking beast. You're a monster. If I could summarize this video in one sentence, would be this: stop being a victim of your circumstances and start making your circumstances a victim of you. You shouldn't be a victim of your circumstances. Your circumstances should be a victim of you, because you're the monster. You're going to make that depression go away eventually. You're going to make that anxiety go away eventually. Let's say you're dealing with some suicidal thoughts. Guess what? That shit is going to be destroyed eventually, because you're the creator of your life around here. I just can't stand it. I can't stand that not a lot of people, when the mental health topic sort of gets brought up, they don't tell people that they don't have to be a victim of their circumstances. And that's why I want to make this video. Stop being a victim of your circumstances, guys. Seriously. And I'm going to repeat it multiple times throughout the video, because this is just a point that I just want to drive home to all of you guys' heads. Let me tell you guys something. I've talked about this in the past, all right? In that Salvaje Speaks I made in 2015, but I had a grandma. She was a great person. Guess what? She became a victim of her circumstances. She eventually committed suicide. All right? So that's why I'm telling you guys to stop becoming a victim of your circumstances, because I don't want you guys to end like her. I know you guys are not going to end up like her. Right? Because now you know that your circumstances are nothing to what you have within you. There's a quote that says, whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world. This massive amount of happiness that you have inside of you, all right, this massive amount of happiness that is being torn down by depression, guess what? You can bring that out. Depression isn't holding that back. You are holding that back. That massive amount of happiness that you want, you're the one that's holding it back. And it is up to you to get closer to it every single day. And that's the next thing that I want to talk about. Because, sometimes when we're overcoming these crazy mental health barriers, sometimes when we're overcoming these crazy walls, the crazy wall that can be depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, whatever mental health problem that you're dealing with, whenever we're overcoming one of these things, it just feels like we're climbing over a huge mountain that we're never going to get to the other side of. But that's the thing. As long as you tell yourself on a consistent basis, on an everyday basis, that every single day you're getting closer to the ideal spot where you want to be, the ideal happiness that you want to reach, if you keep telling yourself that, if you keep working towards that, because it's just not about telling yourself that you're going to be great. You got to work towards greatness. You got to work towards happiness. Happiness just isn't going to come if you keep talking, about how bad your depression is. All right, that's just the truth, because I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm not here to say, let's get in a fucking circle and sing Care Bear Kumbaya bullshit. No, I'm here to tell you the truth. All right, you need to understand that these mental health problems, these mental health issues that you're dealing with, the only way to overcome them is to every single day strive to where you want to be. Strive to that happy side. And again, you're not going to get to that happy side and that happiness if you keep being a victim of your circumstances. Let me tell you guys something. I believe I pointed this out on a previous video of mine, but I'm 100% sure that my grandmother would have not committed suicide if I had the mental toughness that I had in this day. And that's the last point that I want to make in this Salvaje Speaks. Mental toughness is not a choice. In my opinion, mental toughness isn't something that you should work for. Mental toughness is mandatory. If I was in charge of the school system, every single kid had to take a mental toughness class every single year. Why? Because mental toughness not only helps us as human beings on our journey to success, on our journey where we want to go, mental toughness helps also the people around us. Now, as you guys know, right now at this moment, I have another grandmother of mine, and she's in the hospital right now, and she's also in a respirator. She can barely breathe. She can't stand up. And the other day, she just made a little bit of progress. All right, and she was able to sit down, you know, in that hospital bed that she was at, because she couldn't even sit down, because every time she would try to sit down, she would just get dizzy. But anyways, I was talking to my grandmother, and the doctor was telling me how she was dealing with some anxiety. And I had a serious talk with my grandmother, and I told her, listen, you know what? Shit fucking sucks for you right now, all right? But let me tell you this. You cannot become a victim of your mind. You cannot become a victim of your circumstances. You cannot start sitting in this bed and saying, I wish things were this way and not this way. You have to make the best of what you got. This is the hand that God gave you, and you're going to have to make the best out of it. You're going to have to strive every single day to get closer where you want to be. Every time you have a negative thought, you're going to erase it. You're going to replace it with a positive thought, a thought that, you know, is going to take you to a place where you want to be, outside of this hospital, with your children, with your grandchildren. All right? And the reason why I told her that, guys, is because we all know, I know, you know, because I've experienced a lot of mental health issues myself back in the day, but I know what it's like to have your brain slowly take over you. I know what depression, I know what anxiety is like. And I just wanted to give her the best tools to completely obliterate what she's dealing with mentally right now at a mental level. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this Salvaje Speaks. Remember, don't become a victim of your circumstances. Make your circumstances a victim of you. Tear down your depression, your anxiety, everything, every negative thing about your mental health that's standing in your way. Remember, you shouldn't be afraid of it. It should be afraid of you. And remember, every single day you gotta strive to exactly where you want to be. Hope you guys enjoyed the Salvaje Speaks, and feel free to check out the Salvaje Speaks playlist for more videos. Peace out.